Hello everyone, this is Nataraj, and I'm going to explain how I am designed PhonePe Pulse 2018 to 2022 dashboard app using Streamlit and Plotly. Um, this dashboard is designed based upon the PhonePe Pulse data which is available in GitHub repository. Generally, this data consists of the PhonePe users and the transaction which done by the users over the course of 2018 to 2022, and every year they have been update of data. So if you wanted to make some project using data which is somewhat related to real life, so make sure to look into it. It is good and learning curve. So let me proceed with explaining what are the features which I have provided in this dashboard. The data which is provided by PhonePe is consist of users which are in particular district wise and state wise, and what are the transaction they have been done in total amount, and in with respect to each categories. As you can see, there are 5 categories which comes under the transaction, and somewhat they have narrowed it down to the 3 sections, and it is a particular transaction which happened in the 2022 of the first quarter. Quarter is nothing but a 4-year time period of 4 month time period of every year. So basically we have a 4 quarter in each year. So let me explain what the geo-visualization is consist of. So the geo-visualization which consists of Indian states which having PhonePe users all around the India. And the data which is shown while moving a cursor towards the map is all transaction, total payment value, and average transaction value. It's basically data which is particular to that state alone over the course of a period. So make sure to select a particular year and the quarter which you want to know the details of the transaction. After selecting it, the app will take some time because I'm hosting this app on Streamlit open cloud. Anyone can be host Streamlit based app on this open cloud, so make sure to check it out. And as you can see, the values are changed based upon the our need that we have provided here, choosing the needed drop down menu. And as you can see, this is a transaction which happened in this 3rd quarter of 2020. So if you wanted to know how many users which have done this transaction, we'll change this transaction into the users. We can get an overview of what are the quality and the quantity in the map. As you can see, the map is automatically updated based upon the required condition we have implemented. This is an Maharashtra which have a maximum of 31 lakh of people, and the number of time which has opened the app. So it's an overview, so make sure to play around it, and I have provided a link of this dashboard in my description. If you have any suggestion on improving this app, please mail to my mail ID, which is also in the description. And moving further, we can also narrow it down to the district. As you can see, the Maharashtra is the top state which have performed the user count of around 3.1 lakh crore. And if we narrow down to the district, and Bangalore urban district is having a 0.87 crore in this particular drop down menu we have chosen based upon these values. And moving further, this is the second session of the dashboard, and as you can see, the default value which is lined up here is Tamil Nadu, and transaction under the transaction amount has been implemented. So if you wanted to know the transaction count, we can change it here based upon the district which is available in Tamil Nadu. The transaction count will getting updated somewhat okay, but if you wanted to change the chart the visualization, we can go with the bar. As I explained before, there is somewhat delay, so bear with it. And we can also change into the area. If you wanted to narrow down to particular year like 2020, and I want to narrow down to 3rd quarter of that year, and if you are not up to this kind of visualization, and maybe you will have interested in next section of the dashboard. After updating the options here, as you can see, Tamil Nadu, the Chennai district is having a huge amount of transaction count in this particular drop-down section we have chosen. But if you wanted to have option about users, we can also go with that by changing the value from transaction to the users. The number of users next to Chennai district, we have a Tirunelveli district for around 1.26 million. And if you wanted to move on to next state, let's say Manipur, I wanted to move to the Manipur with the same option which I am chosen to Tamil Nadu. That is also possible. As you can see, this is a Manipur state, and this is a one different approach of having a curvy graph of an area plot. So basically, this visualization is happened by using Plotly visualization Python library, and it is built on top of Streamlit library. This is also a Python based library. This is the third section, which may be having a analysis over the course of 2018 to 2022 with different parameters. As you can see, default values are total transaction amount and the user count, and we are getting an average increase in our total transaction amount and user count in each year from previous years. If you wanted to see like say I want to know how many users are opening an app with respect to year, so I'm choosing app opening as user count. From the over the course of year, as you can see, we can also narrow it down like this. I wanted to show me 2022 and 2020. So in 2020, there is only 24.2% of people are using the app, but this is the register people are having an app in their mobile devices. So it's somewhat increased if you are selected 2021. So see, in 16.3 percentage when compared to 32.4. After that, it has become 51.2 percentage. So it is increasing. By this, I have explained most of the part available in this dashboard. If you're having any suggestion, or if you wanted to improve this app or make the app based upon this dashboard, so feel free to contact me through my email. Let me move on to explanation part of how I'm designing this app. So this is a GitHub page which I'm providing, which I explained how I designed the project. This is an overview of the project. So from the GitHub, I'm pulling a data and I'm performing this ETL process with a cup of pandas. And after performing ETL, I'm loading the data into MySQL database. And from MySQL database, I'm querying data and which is displayed on dashboard. So it is an basic ETL process which can be done on any platform or like any machine. So make sure to follow the instruction which I provided here, the basic instruction, and I have provided a full code, and basically if you clone this repository and run it on your machine after fulfilling these requirements, this app will work with same specs which were shown in the demo. And there is also a part called data processing, where I explained how the ETL process has been happened. It is somewhat similar to other ETL process, but I have implemented some of my own way of making ETL. So go through it. If you are having some suggestion, or I have made some mistakes in some part of this code, please email me. I will update the code as soon as possible. You can also give me a star if you like that this repo has given you some value for your time. So thank you for having me this opportunity to explain my PhonePe dashboard analysis. So from this app, you can also get into my dashboard. This is where we initially started. As you can see, it is loading. We are running this dashboard on top of the public cloud-based hosting. So thank you.